I have another book for you. This is In Order to Live, A North Korean Girl's Journey to Freedom by, I'm sorry if I butcher this, Yeonmi Park with Maryanne Vollers. It's a biography. It's an autobiography. I mean, you can't really rate or say how somebody's autobiography, and it feels weird to say that it was a good book because she's dealt with a lot of crap. But I learned a lot, and it was very well written, which is what I was telling Alex earlier when he asked me what I thought of it. I knew some about North Korea. I know that it's like really bad there. I know a little of what's going on. I know that people can sometimes escape to China. And that I wasn't 100% sure that when they get to South Korea, they'll be fine. I didn't know how bad it was in North Korea. I didn't know how much of a black market there is there, and I didn't know how terrible it was when they got to China, especially the women who, if they get out of North Korea, they're probably being trafficked in China until they can get to, with her it was Mongolia, but she was one of the last ones to go to Mongolia because of how their relationships with China and North Korea are. Her sister and other people came through Southeast Asia, and it just, my first thought as I was reading it is that people are coming from North Korea to China, and China just sends them back. I mean, at least we don't do that. We have people coming, we used to have people coming from Cuba, and we give them, refuge and stuff. And then I think about what's going on, and I had that thought, and then 2 seconds later, it hit me that while it's definitely not as bad as North Korea, that's exactly what we're doing with Mexican immigrants right now. And it's horrible. Like I said, it's not as bad down there as it is in North Korea, but still, it's... Anyway, I would definitely recommend reading this. If you haven't read this, read this. Like I said, I learned a lot that I didn't know, and I've got The Girl with Seven Names. I've also got that ordered from the library. I think it's actually waiting for me to pick up tomorrow. So I'll be reading that as well. But hi Phobos. This is Phobos. Yeah, this is Phobos. But yeah, I gave this 5 stars. Like I said, read this if you haven't. It's well written. I learned a lot, and it's just horrible. And she had it a lot of the time. She got out when she was 13, and it was only a few years that her family had it bad. Before that, they had it not good, but okay. And even when they had it bad, it wasn't as bad as a lot of people, and it was still horrible. And then she got to China, and it was not much better. It was horrible in other ways. Barely made it to South Korea. And because of the trafficking in China, and either because of the trafficking in China or because she was North Korean, depending on the person, they were just mean to her and said she wasn't worth anything. And yeah. So I don't want to tell you the whole book, but you need to read this. For Nonfiction November, obviously True, because it's true and it gets the truth about the situations in North Korea and China out. Voice, because it gives a voice to people from North Korea and it gets her voice out. Hi, baby girl. I think those are only two to count for. But yeah, questions, comments, opinions, let me know down below. You know I love discussing things with you guys. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.